Yeah. Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I
That's
was
fire.
like,
So he came up every day, every visit.
for the first year, he came literally every single day.
Papoose is finally able to do his own thing. He doesn't have to feel guilty for being with a bunch of bad women for the rest of his life, especially when he visited Remy Ma every day for a year straight. When she was in jail, rumors had it that he moved on. He got a new queen in his life, and hopefully, this woman won't treat him poorly in the media like Remy Ma did. He visited this woman every single day, never asking her for a dime, and she knows this for a fact.
When you're in a match, you have a visit every day,
Right,
except
that's
it
right,
alters
right.
on the weekends,
That's
on
right.
Saturday or Sunday. So literally the
Every
first
day.
year,
How
he
far
came
is
every day.
Bedford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on
So
traffic.
he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
He was running up there every day, like coming up there. The roles have been reversed. Men out here are getting treated like women, and women are getting treated like men. Papoose, he's cooking, cleaning, doing dishes, and Remy is out there running the streets. I guess it is true what they say, nice guys always finish last. It got to a point where I had to tell him, yo, I'm good, I'm alright. And I guess when he believed it, that I was alright, he was like, alright, cool. And then he came a little bit less, like 3 times a week. But it still seemed like he was there a lot. It sounds like she didn't even appreciate him when he was holding her down while she was in jail. She even asked him not to come see her so much, and he still came too much for her liking, just trying to look out for her, be there for her. But she would have liked it better if he had just left her alone. A lot of people say that's what he gets for being a leech. For all you brothers out there listening, maybe you need to back up. Maybe that's not what she wants from you. Papoose is a shining example for a lot of men out here, unfortunately, in relationships that are willing to give their all. Maybe that's not a good idea, because if Remy Ma could do this to Pat, who knows what your girlfriend, your homegirl, or whoever you're dealing with can do to you, Anne. I spoke to him almost literally every day. I don't think a day went by unless I was locked in on that I didn't speak to him on the phone every day. When you first got locked up, you and Pat weren't married yet? No. So did you know that he was going to be there and stand up the way he stood up? No. God sent her an angel in her life, and she still took him for granted. She took advantage of this man's time, took advantage of his face, his heart, his loyalty, everything a man has. She destroyed that. So if Papoose is out here with a bunch of women doing his thing, laughing with them, living it up, like a lot of people say he's doing, he's got every right to do that. I hope this time if he decides to get married again, he finds a woman that's willing to match him equally because he put a lot into this. And Remy, on the other hand, it seems like she didn't put in that one dime. What do you think made him such a good support system? Why do you think he still buys you like that? I mean, if I had to take a guess, I'm fire. Out of all the bad women in the world, Remy thinks that she's so fire. That's the reason why Pat Pouse decided to stay with her. A lot of people say that Pat Pouse is an opportunist, and the only reason why he stayed with her while she was in jail is because he knew it was going to be a big payday on some Jay-Z and Beyonce's power couple vibes when she got out of jail. His rap career wasn't going anywhere when she got locked up. He felt like she was the only thread that he could hang on to, but either way, he did it, and she used him as well. So was the love ever really there in the beginning? Did they get together just to make a mark in hip-hop? Was their whole goal to be the Michelle and Barack Obama of battle rap? Definitely brought her son. Her mother would come because I lived down south. So she would fly up whenever she had time and visit. You know what I'm saying? Her brothers definitely would visit when they, everybody got their own lives. So whenever they had time, they came up and visited and supported. But me, I was visiting her every day. A mother and brothers, so-called friends, would visit her whenever they had the time or whenever they felt like going to see Remy. They would go visit. But Pap, he came at the same time, every day on the subway, with ramen noodles in her face. I know she had to be thinking, what does this man want from me? Don't nobody show up somewhere every day unless they're getting paid. I know when she went back to her cell, she had to be thinking, what does this man want from me? Don't nobody show up somewhere every day unless they're getting paid. I know when she went back to her cell, she had to be thinking, this man is a con artist, but I could use him the same way he used me. He got a little buzz in the street. My career ain't really going nowhere like that. If we come together, at least we could be a bootleg Jay-Z and Beyonce. And did it work? Hell yeah, it worked. Until she got caught cheating. Now the bag has fumbled. Fat Joe ain't said nothing about this, and Joe got stuff to say about Ashanti and Irv Gotti. But he can't speak out about what's going on with his sister Remy Ma. And also, what was crazy was around the time when that happened with Remy was around the same time everything happened with my label. So I was like, this is more important. I need to focus on my wife. And I just visited her every day. She used to tell me like, yo, you can't do this. He got with her at a time where his career wasn't going anywhere. He had no job. He had nothing else to do. So if he was living like a bum, according to him, and all he could do was go visit Remy, that was his full-time job. He invested in this woman for money. I doubt if he did it for love, because if it was really for love, he would have gone out there, got himself a 9-to-5 or whatever he had to do to hustle and support her like that. But him being up there every day, she had to be supporting him, not the other way around, man. And I'm pretty sure she knew this from the beginning. I don't know if this is the case for sure, but one thing's for sure, people are talking, and allegedly Papoose has moved on. And they're saying that he had other women when Remy Ma was in jail. And that's how he was able to go see Remy, because he had women supporting him and giving him bus fare so he could go up there and see her. And now that Remy's home, he's got to break them off for holding him down when he was holding her down, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But I knew that she needed me. So I really didn't care about anything that was going on with me. I was in a free world. I believed eventually Remy Ma put 2 and 2 together. She started backtracking when she came home. I know she heard the stories about what he was doing. I doubt if he was a saint, but still, that's her husband. She figured if he was grimy, she could be grimy too. If she really wanted to tell her side of the story, I'm pretty sure Papoose wouldn't be getting so much love out here in the streets. Now, I'm not saying he's a dirty brother, but even when she was in jail, he was with all of the chicks making music, but don't get dunk music. So I doubt if he was keeping his hands to himself while she did all that time in jail. And now that she's home and free, it's easy to find a captain on the block that's willing to clap them cheeks. And that's exactly what she did. So I just made sure I focused on her, because when she blew trial, like normally somebody blows trial, they say, all right, we're going to give you a certain amount of time, and you've got to come back, turn yourself in, and do your time. But when her lawyer requested that, it was like, no, remand right now. So she just got snatched out of society instantly. They didn't give her a chance to pack her crib up, situate her son, or anything. So I had to do all of that. I had to make sure everything was right and try to juggle everything at the same time. And at the same time, I had to make sure she was all right mentally, because I knew behind that wall, that shit ain't no joke. So I'm like, yo, I got to make sure me and her communicate constantly. And I'm visiting as much as I can. He took on the role of a female just to hold her down. Usually, it's the other way around. There are women out there that put their life on hold. Actually, no, it's not. It ain't even the women out there that will put their whole life on hold because their man went to jail, or if their baby daddy is in jail. He just got to do his time. And to think about it, they didn't even know each other when she went to jail. They just started talking. He built the bond with her when she was in bondage. I know she's got to be spiteful about that, and she's got to feel like you got everything you wanted out of me and more. What more do you want from me? Let's stop playing these games. I know why you wanted me, because I was a little more famous than you, and you figured if we got together, we could be regularly famous, right? Because at the time, didn't you have 3 kids of your own? Yeah, so let's not forget that part of the equation. Oh, definitely. There were actually times where I brought my kids with me to see her when she was away. You know what I'm saying. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any more questions or if you'd like further assistance.